Are you serious? Are you serious, folks? The Temple Mount in Jerusalem is literally a place of extreme tension between Palestinians and the Jews of Israel. And the Christians are just there realizing if you're a tourist, you're not going on the Temple Mount. If you're a Jew, you're not going up there right now. And there's been changes in the restrictions to try to squelch all of the violence, the protesting, and so the Palestinians declared it a day of rage after Friday prayers. I just can't understand what good does going to prayer if you come out in a rage. But then again, I don't understand a lot of why we see what we see, other than it is pure evil. Palestinians clashes are breaking out after Palestinian protesters took to the streets in the day of rage against Israel on Friday after Israel imposed entry restrictions on the Dome of the Rock Mosque. Now that's the third holiest site in Islam, and of course it is the holiest place in Judaism. And Christians, of course, also believe it's a very significant area because of the Temple of Solomon that once stood there. Now, demonstrators shouted anti-Israel slogans. They threw stones with explosions in the vicinity of the protest. It was very audible. Israeli forces fired rubber bullets at the protesters who had been throwing petrol bombs, according to Reuters. Protesters were also met with tear gas. So the trouble has been brewing for 2 weeks over the area, which is known to Muslims as the Noble Sanctuary, but as to Jews as the Temple Mount. Of course, it started October 22nd when a Palestinian man ran over about 10 to 12 people in the streets of Jerusalem, killing one a 3-month-old baby. Then, on about a week and a half ago, an assassination attempt of Rabbi Glick, who is was one of the leaders among the Jews for Jews to be allowed to pray on the Temple Mount. And he was trying to get this through to have some prayer access to the Temple Mount. Well, he was shot 3 times point blank by a Palestinian man who had once spent time in prison because he's a Hamas jihadi. He was shot dead. Then, just a couple of days ago, it happened again. We have another Arabic man running people over and killing one Israeli border police. Then, the same day, another Arabic Hamas jihadi runs over 3 Israeli soldiers on the side of the road with a truck. And now we have clashing. And Jordan is blaming Israel for all this and has pulled their ambassador out of Tel Aviv. Folks, something biblical is going on with the signs of the second coming of Christ. The Bible says in Zechariah 12, the Lord said that I will make Jerusalem a cup of trembling and a burdensome stone unto all people. All that burden themselves with it will be cut into pieces. We know what Psalms 83 says about all these different groups forming a confederacy, coming together against Israel, and saying they want to wipe it off the pages of history, if you will, never to be remembered again off the face of the earth. So we see biblical prophecy taking place, and we know we're living in the last days. Give your life to Jesus Christ. Time is running out. I'll be back with you later. Of course, don't miss tonight's live revival service here from Morgantown, West Virginia. We'll be airing it at my website at www.paulbegleyprophecy.com at 7 p.m. Eastern. God bless.